Yo, what's up everyone? It's been a couple of weeks since the last time we spoke, so just wanted to go through a couple of things, what's been going on, and looking forward to like the next block of racing. But last weekend had the second round of the Capital Enduro, managed to stick it in second place, which was equaling my best result in the series, so I was pretty freaking stoked with that. Really looking forward to continuing with that series and making a push for the overall in there, and the racing with the guys was so good. It's just a really good atmosphere. I can't recommend the series enough. It's just such a laid back style, but also really well organized, and just has everything you want from a small race, like a one day thing. And it's Wednesday the 28th today, and we've got Östersund in 3 days. And it looks like the weather's going to be terrible, right? Just heaps and heaps of rain. So it's going to be interesting. I'm making some changes to the bike. I'm putting a different back wheel on because I've been running those Crank Brothers Synthesis wheels. Don't recommend. And I'm going to be sticking a different wheel on, putting a different tyre on, and a couple of other little updates to the bike, get them all ready. And off to Östersund after the last round. Super disappointed in the overall result after what happened, and but I've been training really hard since then, and it's really motivated me to push on. So we're gonna give it a go in Östersund. I'm going, especially if it's wet. I am heading there to try and get a sort of personal best in the Swedish series. And really, again, like in the Capital Enduro, start making a push in the overall, start making a move. There's some fast riders around there, and I need to start getting some results. 12th and 16th after 2 rounds isn't exactly where I wanted to have finished, but it's not terrible, and hopefully at Östersund we can make a push for the first top 10 of the season. That's the goal. And then after that, tempted to go and do the Dehor SM in order. I've wanted to do this race for quite a few years and never really lined up diaries wise. So I'm pretty keen to do that. I'm not sure if everything will line up, but if it does, there might be me and another fella from Ride and Develop there to give it a go. It would be a good race. But yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. It's going to be quite a last minute decision, I think. After the last race, a few people might have seen on Instagram, I had what I thought was a super cool line, coming into one of the tracks and cutting across, or not even cutting across, taking this deep compression and pushing up over a rock. And a couple of people reached out, and then I heard from some other places that people weren't super stoked on that line, and I was a bit surprised because it was fully taped both sides and it was wide taping, but it was fully taped, and you're well, the guy that's taping it has done it like that, then he's saying use the whole thing, because you could have taped it narrower quite easily. And having spoke to a race organizer, they were fine with it. But it's just, I sometimes forget that I'm not racing in my home country, maybe. I say home country, the country where I grew up. Because I feel that line there would have been everyone would have been stoked on it, you know? And then you see cause I went on a dive on it and checked the rule books, and it's all follow the main line, try and not go on untouched ground and stuff. But then I watched the highlights from Val di Fassa, and you're seeing guys there's a sort of a jump into a right hander, and there's guys hopping 2-3 meters up onto this untouched bank to open the corner out, and you're there's a way to make the corner easier, and it's inside the tape, you're going to take it. But I don't know. But it's really playing on my head. I felt for a while there, I felt it kind of almost devalued my result in Lottinger, which which I was really stoked on because it was like a result that is a venue that I've not done great at, and racing against people that, like, you had the local favourite and you had two other like past winners of the series there, and so there was some really like strong riders. So I felt like it was I'm being attacked by a bug. I felt like it was a great result. So yeah, it was a little bit disappointing, but yeah, I'm just going to continue to ride how I ride, I think. But anyway, yeah, I've been training super hard, really focusing on a few things, like really working on just staying like off the brakes as much as possible. And it sounds so silly, but it's and so basic, but it makes such a difference. And I've been working with the organisers for the Flotsboro Enduro. Nothing on the ground really yet, but speaking and having a lot of conversations about how we can make the tracks and the race better from last year, and it's going to be a good race. It's going to be a really good race. You're going to have to be fit and you're going to have to be ready for it, but it's going to give you a lot back, that venue is, and it was great last year, so I think it'll be the same again. But yeah, if I don't see you there, see you soon. But good luck to everyone that's riding in Östersund. Bring your jackets, it's going to be a wet one. And yeah, everyone just stay safe, get out on the bike and have some fun. Thanks for tuning in. We are super close to 1,000 subscribers. We are really on the push, so thanks for all the support. It's been incredible. And yeah, get out on two wheels. Stay safe. Peace.